13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
it's caught inside the 25. And it'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Their own 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Cougar 19. Rig alert, rig alert.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
He gets away from one. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That first good for 20 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
The career's more at stake when you're proud.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Richardson to throw off play action. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren, 39 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Fred and Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. You look at this Colt defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is taken around the 12. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. They'll have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Mitchell, 79 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be touchdown that we see in this one.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
As Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Stroud. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Miami Fairbairn to kick
This
off.
one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Well, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
These two teams all tied after one.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts had 7-4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Richardson looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Good for the Colts.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Hey, hey, check this.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Stroud to throw it. That one complete. It's tanked down. He's to the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 74 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The kick is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. People in the crowd are getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Warriors 70. Top 60. 70 Lions. Ready up.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And this one is incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
When the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And the Texans' 1st down.
On the quick, right?
Here's Pacheco once again, taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal, Stroud. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's good.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now it's Richardson. To the right side and intercepted. Charles. That moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Touchdown! Adnan Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
His kick is
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud looking to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return at 12 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hurt. 18, tight end. Hey, smash. Check, smash. Check, street.
Now Richardson. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Tony.
Stroud. Buying time to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd down and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's down with it. And they work this well outfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
With the kind kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At their own 32-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. 34-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
18, Pioneer. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Go.
Richardson will throw for it. Flush to his right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Colts 36. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tank Dell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he's loose again. Jonathan Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 56 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the... And the ball is knocked out. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Stroud out of the gun here. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down, Texans.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7.
18.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Stroud working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get it. 18. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 70 Lions.
Wait. I got it.
Cowboy 80.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
That's one that warmed the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here we go.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're doing.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded him. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd down and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 8, it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. Chubb again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans.
A 19-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
65.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran about the lux messer up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored 2 points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Hurt. Street. Check smash. Ready?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 212 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
She's stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my bruh. So what are we lacking?
Okay, great.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Sliding out of the pocket. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
First and 10, Taylor now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Johnny Newton on the tackle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
Quick, no. Here we go. Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Check. 70 line. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Look up. 18. What's that?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
On the quick, right?
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over first and 10.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they're going out swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage Texans with just over a minute to go in the game. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff running for the middle. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of me. He used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get to the ground at the 37.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Colts.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.